the spring. Actually, I like to play against another team in the spring. That's what I'm trying to do. We may very well have spring practices in a spring game against another opponent. It may very well happen. It looks really good right now.
I was in for a ride.
Deion Sanders is an obvious trailblazer through college football in a lot of different avenues, namely through the transfer portal, but it seems that this spring he's trying to revolutionize the spring game. So while other teams like, I don't know, my Longhorns, my glorious Longhorns find excuses to cut it out because of a lot of games played, and other teams like Nebraska are cutting it out to mimic a quote-unquote NFL model, Deion Sanders says we can do an NFL model while also getting some interesting reps. So I think it's a certain perspective. We're going to go through his first interview, kind of hinting at it. We're going to go through some big updates because the Syracuse head coach has apparently agreed to it. They've officially sent some legislation off to NCAA. We'll see what happens. So things are really in motion. This is a possibility. And then after that, we kind of touch those bases. We'll, again, watch the last spring football practice from Well Off Media before they go off to spring break. So it won't be any spring football for a while. I really appreciate y'all watching these videos. The springtime has been great. This is going to be a break for them to have spring break during the football, and then we'll see. Hopefully, maybe we have more updates after that break coming back into it. I would love to see it, but like I said, if you like it. Dislike it if you don't like the video. Subscribe if you enjoy college football content updates. Look, we do a lot of Deion Sanders over here too, so let me know anything else you want to see down below in the comments, and let's hear it from the Coach Prime's mouth right now.
Spring game will be televised. ESPN2 will broadcast spring game on the 19th. We got to sell this thing out and pack this thing because the way the trend is going, you never know if this is going to be the last spring game. I don't believe in that. I don't really want to condone that. I would like to play the spring. Actually, I like to play against another team in the spring. That's what I'm trying to do right now, to have it competitive. Playing against your own guys kind of get monotonous, and you really can't tell the level of your guys because, it's the same old. Everybody kind of know each other towards the end. I would like to style it like the pros. I would like to practice against someone for a few days, then you have the spring game. And I think the public will be satisfied with that tremendously. I think it's a tremendous idea. Yeah, I've told those personnel who should understand that it's a tremendous idea.
So this was the thing that sparked, I believe, about a week ago, I think at the top of the week, he kind of had that. And there were some mixed things. Initially, a lot of people were calling for the names and the likes of Bill Belichick to go ahead and make the trip down to Boulder, or maybe the Buffaloes go up there to gosh dang Chapel Hill. But it seemed like a match made in heaven. Two ex-NFL deeply experienced individuals who seem to have similar thought process on how they want to operate their college football programs. Boom, link up, do something that's revolutionary in the world and way of this new era of college football. But that was clearly extinguished. We can do a separate video on that. We do UNC videos all the time, but we talk about the next step in that is actually finding a suitor. And you have people like Joey McGuire from Texas Tech. And I know the tortillas were flying, and there was a lot of drama after that Texas Tech game. That was one of the most memorable games of the season. But what y'all don't know is that Deion Sanders and Joey McGuire are like real life friends. Like actually a lot of those Big 12 coaches he's real life friends with. So, hey, he sent him out a tweet. Boom, let's work on a waiver for a spring practice together and do it in Dallas at the Star. We are in. So you got Texas Tech agreeing. But the thing that has, I think, the biggest amount of steam is Fran Brown, another trailblazer in this new era of college football, a newcomer to the head coaching position at Syracuse, and somebody who is being credited for a quick turnaround and a really bright future down there, or up there, because that's New York, ain't it? I'm just a little Southern dude. I don't know what's going on. But let's hear Fran Brown talk about it, them signing their waiver and trying to make this really official.
It's in the hands of NCAA right now. We all locked in. Me and Coach Prime are excited. I love Coach Prime, man. Since I met him when I started to recruit his son, Shiloh, back at Baylor, he's been just a straight Class A dude, trying to show all young dudes how to come up in the game and how to do stuff right and just to be yourself, right? Locking in. So, me and him, we've been locked in. We're hoping this happens, right? This would be good for us to be the first to do it, right, at two historical schools. That would mean a lot, and just, two African-American men, too, having the opportunity of doing that. That means a lot, especially him being an icon and me just being friends. Right? So that'd be pretty cool.
And how? That is just dope to hear. And I think it's awesome to hear, and I think for the same reason why y'all watch these videos that are attached to Deion Sanders, right? it's good to see the admiration of people who have the admiration of football players, football media, people who are on the up and rise, like someone like a Fran Brown, someone like McGuire, who's also a very respected gentleman in the world of the Big 12, and their respect and admiration for somebody like Deion Sanders. Again, like I alluded to, that's the reason why I watch these videos, the reason why I make these videos, right? It's somebody that is a trailblazer in football, full stop. Just the game historically, gold jacket, Super Bowl rings, yada yada yada, one of the best DBs. We can do all that glaze. Hey man, hey, I can't wait. We gotta as football fans, we gotta get some LeBron type, you know what I'm saying, music going on with my man Deion. But in all seriousness, the fact that I think or how about this? Let me slow it down. I think that is important that somebody like Deion Sanders, who is so influential just across football, is able to, and it's never gonna work, right? But able to kind of give off this old school vibe, right? Kind of keep some of the things that make essential and core of football. Hey, we want to do a spring game. Instead of not canceling, we want to mix it up. We can do NFL style, but we can still have the spring game, right? Let's still have a fan situation. And by the way, Nebraska and Texas are also having a fan. They're very adamant. Even the people who are canceling the spring game are still having like a fan thing. So let's not get that mixed up. But to see him do that, but also be like, okay, how can we break and do something that has never been done in the history? How can we take it to another level? How can we sell it to another level? Because that's what Deion is doing. Y'all know this is what it is. That's why he pitched it like that. Oh, okay, y'all want to get rid of spring games? How about somebody get a sponsorship, right? And we double the viewership of any spring game of all time, because you're gonna have two fan bases watching who are hungry for football. That's easy. That's an easy lick, dog. So I think if the NCAA thinks it right, NCAA doesn't do a lot of right thinking. They don't even do a lot of thinking in general. So I'd be very surprised if they actually make that happen. So here is from reporter Javon Edmonds. It says Syracuse and Colorado are seeking approval by the NCAA to schedule joint practices in Boulder, concluding with a scrimmage against the Buffaloes. So basically, mirroring what it would be for an NFL, what's it called? The training camp. I forgot what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When they have the joint practices, basically, right? They all do a few days of that. Y'all work together, and then boom, y'all have those big, what I'm saying, scrimmages where Aaron Donald is ripping people's helmets off and terrorizing children. Colorado's compliance office, along with Syracuse, has filed paperwork with the NCAA to get the scrimmage underway. This is real deal stuff, man. And here is Deion Sanders, actually in the video that we're about to watch, alluding to the fact that, hey, this is a real deal that can happen.
You got these coaches busting their butts to try to get you in a spring game against somebody else, and you're going to go out here and give us some bull junk. Why would we want to work to put you on a national spotlight, a national showcase, have national television, national notoriety, and you don't want to work? Think about that. Because that's what I'm out here doing. I'm out here hustling for you because I want you to get the attention and the focus and the love and the appreciation and the spotlight that you all desire. You all want to be somebody. You want to be known. You want your followers up. You want to be popping. You want to be that guy. All y'all want to do that, right? This is what we're trying to do for you. But if you go out there and don't work, you're going to make us look like a fool, and you're going to look like a fool on national television. Because that thing is getting close, right, Coach? Let's get on. This thing may very well happen. We may very well have spring practices and a spring game against another opponent. It may very well happen. It looks really good right now. Really good. What y'all gonna do about it? Some of them grades on that second line, we can't do that. I can damn if I put that on TV. That's not gonna happen.
Hey man, that's great to see. Again, using that as an opportunity, because at the end of the day, and I think that's some of my issues, when we talk about people's perspective of Deion Sanders, and it's that, like, y'all think all this quote unquote flashiness and all this having the IG handles on the back, it's all crazy. No, that's just the modern world we live in. These dudes, these 18 to 22-year-olds are more recognizable by their IG handles, especially if they got, NIL, they got motion, they got whatever the kids, aura, whatever the kids call it, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be probably their most recognizable stamp. Their handle, whatever they do, maybe their Twitter handle where they do their business, and they post their what's it called, deals, or NIL, all that stuff. So like, that's just what I mean. I don't know what you want them to put. Why put their last name? What is that for? The coaches know who's who. I know who's who by the number. Hey, throwback. If you really play foosball, you know what I'm saying? There was the days, I think in Pee Wee in middle school, like the first few or spring practice where you ain't got the decals and no numbers, so they just put the tape across your helmet at the top. Especially when they trying to learn the teams, they put your last name right there on your forehead. I had a big forehead. I had like 3 pieces of tape going up, and they had my thing right there. So that's how. First off, that's how we learned and how coaches learn. Like what is the last name for? Because Bill Belichick was like, oh, well, it doesn't really matter what number. Da, da, da. Well, I mean, if you want to identify who's who, yeah, I would want to know whose number, what they're rocking. So I'm saying all that yapping to get to the point that the modernization and wanting to push for a new level and wanting to push for what's clearly best for them, right? It's probably not best to put IG handles on the back of jerseys, right? Is it best to have all this notoriety, just like Nebraska got on here and cried and they talked and said and this is I'm sorry, we all love you, Nebraska, but your head coach got on here, Mr. Matt Rule was like, we just can't compete, right? We get out there and we go spring practice, everybody transfers away. Like that's college football, dog. That's what it is. They transfer. Find a way to keep them. Find a way in that historic program to keep them. So fighting that exact thing that people don't want to do, we don't want people to see it. Nah, Deion's like, let's double down. Let's make it national televised. Let's put them up on ESPN1, the big one. All y'all gonna be playing is UFL. Anybody want to watch that? I'm sorry, nobody wants to watch that. No, nobody wants to watch that. But what you came for is not to hear me yap and talk about the real possibility of a team-on-team a spring practice. You came to watch these boys get after in their last spring practice before spring break. So let's see the boys work and get after. Apparently the O-line and D-line really got nasty in this one. So you know me, I'm a wannabe big body. So you know what I'm saying? That's my not area of expertise, but area of enjoyment, I should say. So let's hop right into it. This is Well Off Media. And if things get too dry, of course, there's another perspective with Reach the People in them. So, if it gets hectic, we'll pop there over there too.
Don't be afraid to throw me on that island now.
Okay.
I don't want to do that to you, man.
I don't want to do that to you. I go 1-6. Mr. Stahl. Oh, Byron Leftwich. I apologize. I said his name wrong. I watched too much Family Guy. I call him Brian Leftwich. Byron Leftwich, Super Bowl champion, new quarterback coach for the Buffalo Buffaloes. Oh, I didn't even see who's 2-2. This is my first time seeing 2-2. There goes Caden. Flipping nicely. Mr. Julian Lewis. Nice looking smooth. That thing hops out of his hands. Caden Salter. The confidence oozes off of him, though. You know what I'm saying? As the kids call it, aura, right? The balls look prettier from Julian Lewis. Pause. But I think the confidence, he looks like somebody who's been playing college football for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's even if, who that, y'all know who that is. Quanell. Oh. Dallin Hayden, he been jumping through holes, man. I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about something. Okay, nice. Ooh, okay, smooth. Yeah, Draylon. Draylon has that Debo Samuel type build. You know what I mean? That's a rocket off up there. Woo! They battling. Little outside roll here. Isaiah Hodge rounding out the explosive Colorado 2025 wide receiver group. We're gonna take some punts back. Nice. Everything is just feels very calm and is that a wait? Kane hit him with a no look. And then Julian. Oh, that's incomplete, sir. Gotta get out the pocket. Hit your tight end.
Earn the spring break.
Okay, here we go. The big boys is here. That's too easy. I'm sorry. This one. Your dog food, son. So let's go slowly. Y'all know me. I'm only gonna do this one, or if I see another crazy one. But this is my flavor. This is my expertise. So what does he do here? Number 44, he's just been blowing me away. My guys in the comments keep educating me. I just like saying the numbers instead because that's just like, that's what we did back in the day. We was playing back in my archaic days of playing high school. We just call them by the numbers. We don't even say their name. So 44 gonna give something. And the thing here, just like wide receivers, right? Defensive line also do something called selling or selling vertical, right? So I'm gonna push him vertical, right? Right, so we're pushing him vertical, and I'm at him. Look at where his feet are. Look at what his hips are doing. He's getting ready. He's about to get to my outside. Let me go ahead and open my hips. As soon as 4-4 sees that, he's like, this foot plants, and the power goes what on the inside for that spin. He can't even get it done. As far as it's not even 4-4. First of all, this is 4-9. But I have like 4-4, by the way. But the inside spin, very deadly. You look smooth. You went so fast. I thought your other 4 or your other 9 was a 4, son. That's elite stuff. Continue. My fault.
Good. Work off, man.
Okay, try to work a long arm that time.
Then get to an edge. That's it.
Try to work a long arm. Man, lots of length from Colorado. Y'all can't all spin now. Y'all trying to all show off that spin. Got a little double swipe. I want to see some more. I like 9-5 in run game, but I want to see some more explosiveness in 9-5. We can't all spin.
Ridiculous, man. Do what we teach you to do. Just do what we teach you to do.
As an offensive lineman, you get that spin. You want to, a little push pull and try to get the power through. Ooh. Okay, working push pull. I like it.
I'm mad at the pressure that I have up the pipe. I ain't mad at that.
Okay. They're going 9-2. Look at James. Ooh, okay. Look, it's worth just getting them. Hey, them 2 defensive tackles on the inside, it's just beef, boy. Y'all ain't gonna want to do this. I want to see some more counter moves too. I love the strength. I love what they coming with. I love that they got ideas. Okay. What's that? What's happening?
I was in for a ride.
Wait, are they? Wait. Hey, Warren Sapp celebrated too early. Hold up. Hey. Hold up. Time out. It's a little too much. This is how you do it, though. This is how you show the coaches, hey, we really about it. We trying to go to spring break, man.
Hey, lock in. Hey, let's go.
We gotta go.
It's I'm too goddamn tired, man.
Hey, man. I said, please, I ain't trying to run. Let's go to spring break. Okay. I like that. You gonna commit to it. I want to see some more fluidity in the hips. There you go, 4-4. And that's what I'm talking about. Have a counter plan. Look, he went move to move. He went inside, outside, then pressured him. That's good to see. Isaiah Augustive getting some good run, getting some good burn. 1-5. You know who that is. You know who Quentin Gibson is.
I told you the best,
pop.
the greatest battles I never
Pop
fought
there.
was the ones I just walked away from.
He gonna give a speech. We're gonna end it with his speech on trying to calm the boys down.
There was a fight to walk away from. But you got to learn to walk away from all the inconsistencies that get you to the next level. For all the stupid stuff that you know is wrong. Understand you are somebody. You special. God separated you and chose you for us. Don't get there and forfeit an opportunity over a moment of satisfaction. No means what? No. No means what? No. No means what? No. Somebody in this circle right here gonna have that opportunity. And no has to mean no. Get up, walk away. Don't take nothing that ain't yours. You shouldn't even want nothing that ain't yours. No means what? No. Be respectful, be peaceful, and there's gonna be some altercations and some loud talking that you may have to walk away from.
He's talking about spring break. I'm sorry. He's talking about spring break.
Inside your house. We understand that. Yes, sir. You guys are men, man. You've been chosen. You've been set aside. A specificity. Say that word. Specificity. There you go. Thank you for helping me out.
All right. We gotta interrupt his. They getting the lecture. They getting the. I'm letting y'all loose for a week. I'm letting y'all loose in y'all Colorado gear. Y'all gonna be with y'all NIL deals, the diamonds, all or whatever, going crazy. Can y'all act like y'all got some sense, please? So I hope they do. I hope they stay safe. I hope you stay safe. I hope you know that you're great because you are great. This was a great video breaking down the seemingly very real potential of Colorado and Syracuse hosting the first ever collegiate, at least NCAA era, this era. I'm sure they did it back in the day, but way back in the day. But the first real deal spiel televised. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to see Colorado hopefully being on the cusp of breaking history, Syracuse as well. But I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you like it. If you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to keep updated with Colorado, different college football stuff. Obviously, as they go to spring break, we got Florida State videos coming. We got some different spring ball things, trying to accumulate some stuff. Not as many schools are as accessible as Colorado, so it takes a little bit more to get this content together. But I really appreciate y'all watching. Comment down below if there's anything else in particular you want to see, man. We'll hit you next time. Peace.